Hello everybody, I'm Scotch Dragon and welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival. Well, what are we looking at today? This is another review, first impressions of a game that's not even out yet. It's just about to come out in a day or two on early access. So, in the corner you will see the early access button appear. Thank you. So, what is this game? It is Space Engineers meets Galacticraft survival game. Build your ships, go into space, visit planets, meet strange aliens, get killed by strange aliens, and survive. Now, let's make it straight. You know my channel is the Space Engineers channel, so some people might go, well, you're not going to look at this fairly, you're going to look at this from a Space Engineers point of view. Yes, I'm going to compare this game a lot to Space Engineers, and I am sorry because that's my point of reference. I do not think this game is a clone, because I know you as YouTube viewers, some of you are going to go and get the pitchforks out and the flaming torches, so put them away. Put them away now, please. Thank you. An asset flip, or a clone in my opinion, is a game that has no original ideas, and it is just using the same assets and the same concepts. Think Unit Z, and all the stuff that's going on with that in the Unity engine. That is a clone and an asset flip. There's original ideas, there's original concepts, there's an original aesthetic. That is not that. That is maybe a game that is close to, as I am looking as a homage. You know, they've looked at the previous game, they go, I like that, I'm going to do my version of it. I'm going to do it how I want it and how I like it. And that's where this game comes in. So, let's start the review. As this game is in early access, the same rules always apply. Things change, updates happen. Since I started doing this recording session and playing around with it for the last couple of days, we have had a couple of patches and they have added some tooltips and some new functionality. What's great. That's what you will see. Updates. Okay, so between now and you purchase, and I'm doing this recording on the 2nd of the 8th, there might be things that happen. Might be improvements. So any glitches, any performance problems, anything goes wrong, that can be maybe fixed by the time it comes. Please check patch notes. So let's go and start the tutorial that we always do. Options. We have resolutions. Lots and lots of resolutions. Fair enough. Graphics qualities, again, early access, so we're not expecting major. Best, good, fast. So, you know, fast, you probably come down the graphics and more concentrate on getting things rendered in at distances. Full screen, on, off. Really simple. Nothing earth-shattering there, but it's an early access. Controls, bindable keys, excellent. Always good to see bindable keys. Invert mouse, mouse sensitivity, fair enough. Audio, all we have is total volume and music volume. I would like effects. Effects is another slider, would be nice, but there's plenty of space here. Maybe that'll get added. And mix, in-game hints. Only thing here. Again, hopefully more's getting added, and this is just, you know, a placeholder for now. One thing I would like to have seen, and this is just a personal thing, the FOV slider. I actually kind of like FOV, I like it being quite high up. I play a lot of games in the high 90s. I just find it better for me. Okay, shall we load into the game and see what we get? We'll load into creative first and play around with that. And we're in. So we have some nice little examples of what you can build, what's always handy. Put my jetpack on with J. We have a nice shiny station here with its radar dish and its satellites. A nice fighter called a Viper 2. And a nice big ship. Oh, I like this ship. I like this ship in the example. I don't know, the cells. They're kind of nice looking. Right, well, that was the ship will do in combat. Nice loads of turrets. And a nice skybox. Asteroids for resources. Hey, there's the airlock. Let's go in and say hi. Hello. Right. Come into your house. Steal your stuff. Oh, we have a power supply. And we have oxygen station. So that's where you can fill your oxygen up. As you can see in the bottom left hand side, we have health, food, oxygen and stamina. All do go down as you use them up. If you run out of oxygen or health, you die. Simple as that. Instead of stairs and ladders, they have these kind of bits, these kind of passageway tubes here. Will automatically switch on your jetpack, and you come out and your jetpack switches off. Hey, living quarters. Take a seat here and enjoy the view out the window. Lovely view. Trees. Walk into it like an idiot. But everything here. Nice telly. Again, these are things that I put into my games with mods and Space Engineers to give myself aesthetics. Let's get to the bridge and say hi. Okay, we have the bridge. Control consoles. Control consoles. Let's jump up here. And we have control of the ship. Oh, it's a big ship. Whee! Trying to avoid some of these asteroids. Oh, just hit one. See that one ping off? Yep, small asteroids are free-floating objects that you can hit, and they go flying. And we have planets. See that? Planets. Something that's not in Space Engineers yet. We have a nice deserty one there with some lakes. We have... I don't know what this one is. It's in the shadow. I know there's 3 planets so far. We have that nice desert one. We have a snow one, what I think this might be. And we have a lava one. Let's see if I can find a lava one. No. Must be behind me. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, there we are. There's a lava one. Durable fuel. Hey, we'll continue flying towards this planet. That's the snow planet, I think. Now, what's the worst that can happen? To approach this planet, we'll actually start seeing on the bottom right, gravity will start taking effect. And we'll start falling towards the planet. Literally, yep, there's gravity, so activate my hand off of control, the controls, and we are just descending now. We've been caught by the planet's gravity. Ooh, fuel. Oh. Mayday. Oh. We'll survive this. No. Boom. We have landed. The dodo has landed on an atmospheric glassless planet. I have never found this planet before. I have never found this planet before. I found the snow planet, I found the volcanic planet, I have never found the moon. Or the atmospheric-less planet. We have landed on... well, a planet's moon. Guys, you know, we sent these astronauts to the moon. They got there and went, wow, this is boring. So, woo, no gravity. Boing. Nice. But, that's kind of cool. Okay, I did a number on the ship. We are home now. This is where we will live. Nah. This is where they find my died, desiccated corpse. Or, because I'm in creative mode, we just leave. Let's just leave. Let's head to another planet. Go to one more planet before I'll show you survival mode. Now, this ship's not going to leave. It's not got enough thrust to get off of this planet with the mass it's got. It's too heavy. That's something we have to think about when you're dealing with ships nowadays in this kind of environment with gravity. And every block has mass. So you're going to have to think. In this case, I've made a ship that's way too big that has crashed the planet and is never going to take off. It just doesn't have the fuel or the resources to get off. So, let's go and look at what we've got actually in the game to work with. A myriad of ship weapons, personal weapons, and blocks. We have components, internal bits, different kind of cockpits. We have plants and resources and interiors. Everything you want to be able to build your own ships and bases. It works the same way as Galacticraft. You have a block that is your starting block. So you have basic station, small vessels, capital ship blocks, and ground vessels. I quite like this because you can make basically sand speeders. So we'll make a small ship. We'll make a small ship block. So you build a block. It has... Again, here's something you forget when you're too busy playing Space Engineers. Gravity. I put that down instantly because it's got mass. It falls to the ground. And boom. There it goes, straight to the ground. Like this ship's done. It is now at the ground. It ain't going anywhere because it's just too heavy to take off. So yeah, learning experiences, everyone. You need to learn that this is a completely different way of playing a game. Because we're so used to the things in, again, Space Engineers where it's just floating. Boing. I can just do this all day and just jump around. So, shall we can move to one of the other planets? Welcome back, everyone. We went and grabbed a smaller ship, something that might actually be able to make it to a planet without crashing into it, and actually take off again. That'd be nice, being able to leave a planet. So we're in the Viper Mark II, I think. Yep, Viper Mark II, flying in. We've got a nice amount of laser guns on this ship. And we're heading towards the ice planet. As we get close to the planet, we'll start seeing... Actually, I'm going to go third person for this one because it's kind of cool for this one. I like this quite a lot. Getting closer and closer, and we start hitting the atmosphere. There we go. Get a nice little effect on the ship as we come into... And look, we've made planetfall on a lovely -51. Oh, it's warming up. Look, 47. Oh, it's sunny. Hey, we'll go land at that station. Okay. And ships handle so much more differently in planet than they do in space. Because we have gravity. Gravity is a big thing in this game. Oh god, am I going to crash to this? Oh, no. There we go. I got slow enough that I can actually just kind of ease it around controls. And there we go. Perfect landing. And we have snow planets. And an atmosphere. Look, there's... When we were on the moon, you could just see all the planets because there was no atmosphere. Now all the planets are hidden because of the atmosphere. And you have water down there, and that crunching of snow. Ain't this just lovely? So we'll grab this ship, and we'll now fly over to another design ship. Jet back up to it. And we'll fly to another planet. We're just going to continue going around the planets. So let's head to the volcanic planet. See what it looks like leaving an atmosphere this time. This is a nice ship. Ooh, leaving the planet. That's that base out, and so it's just kind of left the atmosphere. There's a bit of a jamming between space and atmosphere. I presume they're both instances, basically. You've got the space instance and you have the atmospheric instance. Well, it's not a bad way of dealing with it, actually. And we'll fly quickly over to the neighbouring planet and have a little look-see. It's a lot faster ship with more guns and lasers we had last time. What's we got? Oh, rockets. Oh, and there's a nice little effect of that getting pushed in. I like it. Oh. Maybe some poor person down on that planet going, what the hell are those? Oh god, why? Alright, entering the atmosphere. Gravity's kind of taking effect. We are going down, like it or not. Oh, I like that effect, I really do. Planet's loading in. Loading a little slow. I've had smooth load-ins before, and today when I'm deciding to record, I've got this really bad load-in. It's a real shame, because I've had it load in perfectly. Fly back out and fly back in and see what happens. Again, this is the things you happen on early access. It doesn't always run 100%. And if you remember, well, if you do as many early access games as I do, if you remember Space Engineers when it came out, it had problems. It had lots of problems. God, I remember one update completely bricked my copy of it, and I couldn't get it to run. I had a full reinstall. Let's try and land somewhere else. Let's go for over here. What happens if we do this? Mayday! Mayday! We're going in! We're going in! Ah! No, nothing much to load today. Boo. Alright. We'll just land on the planet. You can see what's down there. Oh. And now the planet loads in. So you get to see resources pop up in your HUD as you fly over them all. And as you can see, this is completely different than the moon environment and completely different than the snow environment. Well, it's kind of nice. You can just see building an evil base here and doing evil experiments. Or creating Darth Vader. Because finally this just looks like that planet Mustafar. You were the chosen one! Ian McGregor. One of my favourite actors. So, well. Smooth landing there. Smooth landing. So you get these nice particle effects in the atmosphere and its own version of plant life, you know. What's that up there? Is that just a... Yeah, cool plants and rocks and just nice little touches. Some mineral types of some sort here. Very desolate planet. Okay. So that's really creative mode. Creative mode's, you know, it is what you expect. You know, you can build whatever you want. You have access to all the blocks under the rainbow. And you can go crazy. But where this game is, I think, quite interesting right now is survival. We will load up the survival scenario. Okay, so survival. This is where I actually am really liking this game so far. I've played around in survival for a couple of minutes and went, okay, this is fun. So, survival. One scenario so far. You start off on the kind of deserty planet. And you start off in basically a crashed. Oh, great. I found some resources already. That's a good sign. So you start off with your crashed ship and some very small amount of resources and a derelict over there. So, let's see. What we got? That is the oxygen. Oxygen tanks, oxygen station. So that's where you actually get your oxygen back out. We've got some containers at the side here. We'll just open. We've got some fuel cells. Good. Oxygen bottle. A core. Grab all these. Alright, this planet might look lovely and habitable. You know, plants, animals. But it's not breathable oxygen here. It's like Pandora. You know, lovely, shiny. Looks lovely. Take your helmet off, you die instantly. You've got some basic stuff to start a farm, because you need food. If you don't have food, you're just going to be scavenging for food, and you'll die. And some base resources to start, so let's take all of these. Right, and that's us. If I missed anything? 2 containers? Did I miss anything? Oh, yep. Silly me. Take everything we need. We have a gun. We already have a gun. Sweet. Okay, but what else do we grab there? We had some antidote pills, emergency rations, small med kit, drill charge for our drill / flattener, some bullets for our pistol, because they be critters, little ease, and an oxygen generator. Sweet. So, let's get this powered up quickly. Yeah, it's never going to fly again. It's missing some of its components. It's took a bit of a beating on the way down. We've got our constructor. What works kind of like the constructors again in Space Engineers. You have all the resources you put in there. You have all the things you can build there. Fuel tank. Let's get some fuel going. We've only got 5, so let's just stick 1 in right now. We'll get the constructor to build us more fuel. I'm going to stick all these raw ingredients in the constructor. We don't want to have them on us, you know, weigh us down. We'll have to go look for more resources, and we'll need to get oxygen. Now, you get oxygen by using the oxygen generator on water, what breaks it down, so we can build fuel. Yeah, so let's get some fuel cells built. And because we put fuel into the ship, we should be able to power it on. There we go, 4%. Oh, it's using a lot of fuel quickly, but hopefully enough to build us some fuel when we get back. Now, staying here, we're going to die. We're going to die if we stay here, so we need to go explore. We've got an iron deposit up there, what's great, and we have Promethium. Yeah, can't say that 10 times fast. Deposit up there. Now, Promethium deposit is what you convert to fuel, and iron, well, that's iron. So we will run, I think I'm going to be dead slow because I've got all this gear on me. And 100 and something odd iron. Well done. Super jetpack on, just get a little boost. Boost. Wee, boing. I'll stick that iron in the ship. No point having it on me. Just going to slow me down. And see, it's producing fuel cells for us, so that's nice. There we go, back. Okay, so once you start and you've got that basic thing building, because you know fuel cells for everything, you want to get some oxygen. And you also want to get resources. But you also have to be careful. There's critters out there that could be hostile. So when critters come, gun is necessary. But it looks like we're clear, and this is our drill. Oh, it looks a bit big for a drill. Oh, I see your critters. You guys stay over there, and I'll stay over here, and we'll all get along just fine. Mr. 9mm will say hello. I don't know if they're using 9mm rounds. It looks like it, but it's the future. I need to go investigate that crash ship at some point. So, oxygen. We need it. So, what you basically be told in the wiki is best thing to start, build a base near water, because you want to put one of these down. What's an oxygen generator? What converts the water to oxygen and makes me happy and live. You can I submerge this a little bit in the water, and it should, once we put some fuel into it, produce us some fuel. Alright, there we go. Now use that fuel up straight away, so I'm going to have to go back and get more fuel for this. So, it's producing one bottle every 100 and, I think that was 10 seconds. What's brilliant. And enough fuel there for 1 hour, 38 minutes. Brilliant. Okay, let's go get some resources when that's making me auctions, because I'm not going to fixate straight away. Let's go see if these guys are friendly. I'm pretty sure these guys are friendly. But we've got the gun just in case. One thing I would like to be added to the game is an FOV slider. This seems awfully big. Gun model, awfully low FOV. Hiya. God, you're ugly. Shh. I'm hunting rabbits. Come here, come here, come here. There we go. Get some raw meat. Figure a way to cook that at some point. I'll be back for you guys later. Now, where was that iron deposit? Oh, copper all the way up there. Yeah, I'm not going all the way up there to get that right now. But I think getting the basic idea is you come, you get the basic stuff for a base, and then you start looking at building a land speeder so you can go get resources faster. Build then enough to build a ship to get up into space and start getting resources there, because getting the resources from the asteroids will be a lot easier than getting resources here, I would think. Nearly there. So you can see the iron deposits is a different shade. So left click to drill. And you can see it starts actually deforming the ground. And it makes it kind of form into blocks that you can pick up. So I just picked up some iron. Also, you don't want to kind of dig yourself all the way to the other side of the planet. So you kind of want to make sure you're giving yourself plenty of room to drill. Yeah, I can just see myself, I've got this great deposit, I'm just going down. And then all of a sudden go, ah, I am stuck and I ran out of power for my drill. I be screwed. So we all agree we can do that easily. It's not just me being an idiot. Or, yeah, probably me being a bit of an idiot. So we'll grab this iron. And we'll do a quick editorial jump cut to me getting back to the escape pod to grab the stuff. Alright, welcome back. We're at the ship and we're going to grab the power supplies we built. And we're going to chuck the auction bottle into the auction tanks that we had from earlier. We'll stick them in there. And to basically get your auction refilled, you go to this point and you just stand. Very simple way of doing it, but it works. You know, I've got my auction refilled. I'm not going to die of asphyxia. And we're going to head back towards that crash ship, back towards the oxygen farm that's got in the water there. And then, oh, sun's going down. But we need to go see if there's anything useful at that ship. And there's that's something in the distance over there as well. Oh, we'll need to investigate that at some point. Maybe that was the ship we crash landed on. That escape pod just, you know, jettisons us from that, and it took a very hard landing at some point, because that is that buried in the ground there. Alright, we'll grab our oxygen. Got 3 oxygen bottles more. That's great. It's used up some of its fuel, so we'll just shove some more in. Keep this always fully charged. Always need oxygen. Don't want to come back to it and going, oh, it's running out of power. There's no oxygen. Imagine that in a multiplayer and you're 2 use enough oxygen for 1 person. Hard decisions. Who dies? Who lives? These both fight it out and both die. We'll make it to that crash ship and hopefully not too long. It's not that far away. But again, through the power of editing, you guys don't have to watch me walk there. Welcome back. We're approaching the alien ship that's crashed in the distance. Maybe it was our ship. Resources we can grab. Thanks to the power of editing, you didn't have to watch that long trudge from all the way over there. Escape pod's over 700 out. It's nearly night as well. It's lovely, lovely skybox on this planet. You know, 33 degrees, so it's a bit warm. Our food's just about, our oxygen's going down a little bit. But we're nearly at the crash site. Hopefully some resources we can steal to survive. Look at that, look at that, that is lovely. Ow! What the hell? What the hell? Oh, it's a drone! It's a drone! Someone's shooting me! Reload, reload, reload! Ow, God, serpentine, serpentine! Well, that's just one thing Space Engineers doesn't have. AI combat! Oh God! Go away! Reload, reload, reload! Well! Screw you, buddy! What the hell is this? I'm taking your ammo. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hi! I'm not gonna live long at this. Reload, reload, reload! Jetpack, jetpack! Let me know what happened to the maybe the crew. Hide in here, hide in here. Haha! Screw you, buddies! Well, this ship has been here a long time, but may have the resources we need. Have to kill those drones, but need to find a working turret in here and take them out. Oh, hello! Ow! Die already! Hey, screw you! Oh. Damn. Is that them all? Oh, I still hear one engine somewhere. Oh. Ah, damn it. I need to wait for my jetpack to fully charge. Damn, play a little bit of jumping game. There we go. It's like a platformer. Oh, resources! Resources galore! I will live! I will live to see another day if this drone out here does not kill me! Oh my God. Reload, reload, reload! So then we got them all. They're actually hiding in the ship? They were actually hiding in the ship. Ow. Plenty of resources to survive on, but Jesus, Johnny. Did not expect to meet drones, especially drones of attitudes. See where he came from. It's up there. Just a little bit of jetpacking and get where it came from. Well, if the water source was near, I would build my base here. We're hiding here. So just wait inside the land. Oh, yay! Resources! More resources! Yay! I will survive! Oh, instead of jetpacking up the side of the ship, I could have used the stairs. Live and learn. Live and learn. Well, everyone, this is, well, Empyrion Galactic Survival. I have now found my new home with the smoking remains of drones everywhere. I'm going to start taking this ship apart and build it into a nice land speeder and live happily ever after. Me and Floppy over there, and Floppy 2 over there. Hope this was interesting to you guys. Well, everyone, that was Empyrion Galactic Survival. You'll find a link below to the store page for it on Steam. My opinions? the survival aspect's really good. It's how I expected planets to be. You know, have to get resources, have to find food. The attack of the AI drones and the critters, brilliant. I love the atmospheric effects. It is not as polished as Space Engineers, but you just have to remember Space Engineers has been out for a long time compared to this. This is just coming out, and it is releasing with a lot bigger feature set than Space Engineers had when it came out. You know, Space Engineers when it came out was very bare bones. How I think this game's going to do, I think it's all depending on updates, improvements and features getting added, and mod support. I can't find any information if this is going to have mod support on the Steam Workshop. If it does, this will definitely have a high rating in my opinion, because I think that's what keeps a lot of games going. You know, Space Engineers, I think, survives on its mod support. I think Skyrim, you still see it's getting played a lot, is by its mod support. I think that gives games like this their legs, as long as the tools are there for people to use them. So, I hope this information was good for you. I hope you enjoyed. Please come back and watch more. I'm Scottish Dragon. See you later.